biology. It changed everything. I'm Christopher Marley. I'm an artist, a naturalist, an author, and the creator of Exquisite Creatures. I take organisms from the natural world and preserve them and create artwork out of them that tells different stories about nature. Everything you're about to see is real. All of the colors are completely true to life. I actually don't do any taxidermy. Everything I do preserves the entire organism. All the vertebrates I work with die of natural causes in captivity, usually in institutions, sometimes incidental causes such as fisherman's bycatch. A fisherman calls and says, you know, we found this amazing huge thing and don't know what to do with it, and that's the most exciting thing in the world to me. It is a reverence and a purity of appreciation for these organisms that lived out their lives and now have been given to me to be preserved so they can inspire for generations. The insects are collected, but in a very ecologically friendly way. We work with indigenous peoples around the world to be able to collect this renewable, sustainable rainforest crop. I grew up in Oregon, and I spent a lot of time outside. I was always trying to avoid the insects, but I was a reptile freak. I loved searching constantly for snakes, lizards, whatever I could find. Also, from my earliest memories, I was an artist. I would draw and paint, and almost always the subject matter was monsters and fantastical creatures. It was what kind of consumed my mind. I spent about 15 years in the fashion industry, and that was what enabled me to travel all over the world. But I had an experience in a forest in Taiwan once where I took an opportunity to just really observe. And I started to notice things coming alive all around me that I had never noticed before. Insects of every shape and color and size. And something clicked within me, and I just found them fascinating as opposed to scary. I discovered an entirely new world of perfect little monsters. And I just fell in love with that tactile process of using insects as a medium of design. My relationship with the natural world is a little different, but really everyone's is. Every person relates to nature in a unique way. And so it's important that we take the time to develop that relationship, to find out those things that really feed us in nature. I find beauty in every kind of organism. And to me, it is unendingly thrilling to be able to help people to see all kinds of organisms with fresh eyes. I love pushing the boundaries of what I do. I love working with bigger, crazier organisms. There's something new to see almost every time you're out in the jungle or you're collecting at night. It's a never-ending source of excitement to me. When we fall in love with an element of the natural world, you don't have to be convinced to conserve it. It's natural. We want to protect those things that we love. In this exhibit, you will see organisms that you have never seen, some organisms that have never been seen. I would challenge you to pay attention to the feelings that you have. Pay attention to the ideas that come to you. You may be repulsed by some things. You may feel drawn to something that you had never imagined you'd be attracted to. I'm excited for you to discover what speaks to you in this exhibit. My hope is that you may find yourself falling in love with something that you never knew you had a passion for.